Going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. If you are here, you can hear me loud and clear. Please drop your ones in the chat. Please drop your ones in the chat. Please drop your ones in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear out there. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear out there, please. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me out there. Drop y'all ones in the chat, y'all. Okay. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. We're going to get to it today. We are going there today. So make sure if y'all are here, y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that like button, hit that share button, share today's show, share today's show, share today's show. Shout out to everyone that's in the building, by the way. Do me a favor and please share today's show because we're going to get into it today. But before we get into it, I'm going to shout everyone out. And then we're going to get to it today, y'all. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share the show. Hit that like button and share the show. Everyone that's in here, please hit the like button and share the show, y'all. It's very much appreciated. Let's let everyone know that we live and we're going to get into it today. So let's see who's in the building and then we're going to get to it. Saudi Tate. What's up, Saudi Tate? Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. One of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. Always making sure I'm good. Shout out to you, Miss L'Oreal. Cutthroat. What up, Cutthroat? Salute. Cutthroat says, I love tricking. You're going to get into it today. Saudi Tate says, it ain't tricking if you got it. We're going to get into it today. Saudi Tate. Shout out to my bro, Tone Malone in the building. Salute, Tone. It's a day one supporter right here, man. Salute, my brother. Salute. L'Oreal says, y'all don't like tricking? Stop it. We're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it. Saudi Tate says, I need some more investment opportunities. Okay. Oh, so that's what you invest in, huh? What up, Kills? Salute. Shout out to Kills in the building. Shout out to my man D-Ski Velli. What up, D-Ski? D-Ski Velli says, I ain't tricking if he said it ain't tricking if you got it. That only works if you the rabbit with the gun. It don't sound good if you the little guy who can't afford to play that game. Shout out to my guy D-Ski Velli in the building. We're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get into it. No doubt, Kill. Salute. Shout out to my man Astral in the building. What up, Astral? Salute, my guy. Salute. Hey, New York Nikki, how you doing? Shout out to New York Nikki on the pull-up. Salute to New York Nikki. What's up, Lynette? How you doing? Shout out to Miss Lynette in the building. Hey, Miss Classy Creole. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. Another one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and make sure I'm good. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. Salute. Let's see who else is in the building. See who else is in the building. Shout out to my comrade. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, in the building. Salute, 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 my brother. Salute, salute. Shout out to you, champ. Shout out to Elisino in the building. Salute, salute, champion. Salute. Let's see who else is in the building before we get into it. Yeah, make sure y'all check out the merch store, man. Go and grab y'all merch. Shout out to my comrade, my brother, the Book of Ronan, for shopping at the merch store. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate that. Make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all merch. Go ahead and get y'all merch, man. Shout out to everyone who has supported the merch thus far. I appreciate it. Y'all asked for it and y'all got it, man. The store is open. Go ahead and shop. Let's see who else is in the building before we get into it. Hey, Cynical. Shout out to the Cynical one in the building. What's up, Cynical? Shout out to my guy, Robert Platinum. What up, Robert Platinum? What's good? Bro says he's allergic to tricking. See who else is in the building. No doubt, New York Nikki. Shout out to you. I appreciate that, New York Nikki. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and check it out. We got some stuff for the ladies as well. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to everyone that's listening in the clouds, right? We're going to get into it today. This show is for the ladies. This show is for the ladies, man. Y'all know I usually come and I talk to the bros and things of that nature, but sometimes I do be having conversations that I be wanting to have with the ladies and to get their perspective on certain things. And this is one of them. This is one topic. That's one of them. I'm going to get to the young lady's video that brought this to my attention. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Shout out to my guy, Mr. D in the building. Salute, Mr. D. Salute, salute. And I said today, man, we're gonna talk to the ladies, man. We gotta start having a little conversation for the ladies. You know, I really don't like to go into talking to the ladies a lot because, you know, I just notice it causes a lot of tension sometimes between men and women in the chat room. I notice when I do female topics, a lot of guys take that time to take shots at women in the chat. A lot of times the guys are so used to me talking to them that when I talk to the women, it's like, oh, okay, we gonna bomb on the women today. Oh, DS1 bombing on the women today. So we gonna bomb on the women. We gonna pile on them. And that's another reason why I don't have too many women-driven topics, because guys start acting up, you know. So to the brothers that's in the chat room, to the brothers that support the shows every day, that come through and hit the like button, even to the brothers that come through and just watch, to the guys that financially donate to this channel, when I decide to talk to women or talk about women in particular, fellas, don't take that time to then start going in on women in the chat room. Don't start disrespecting women, calling women out their name and get to calling them hyenas, and don't do that. Don't do that. Because as y'all know, the chat room is ran by my lovely lady mods. And the last thing, well, the first thing I will not tolerate is disrespect on any level for anybody, but especially my lovely lady mods. So y'all not gonna be in here making them feel offended and all of that stuff, because it's like, oh, DS1 talking about women today. So now it's today, I'ma let some steam off today. Today, we gonna get to go in on women for free. Nah, bro, we not doing that. We not doing that. We not doing that. Because see, this is how a lot of you men never understand women. Because the times when you supposed to be sitting back and listening, like what we gonna talk about today, so you can understand where they be coming from with shit, y'all pick the time to act silly, to act immature, and to say, well, women do it. And this is where a lot of us guys drop the ball. This is why a lot of you guys are still asking the same questions or still wondering about the same things about women since you was 14, 15 years old. And it's not because women are good manipulators or women. No, it's because you're good at not paying attention. You're good at not taking women serious when they're actually saying some shit. Because see, a lot of you guys are used to throwing women in a certain bucket and thinking that this is what they do. So you don't know when these women are actually saying some truths, saying some shit that they really don't understand. Y'all don't know how to hear when they start walking back a lot of the bullshit that they've spreaded for years, because you brothers don't know how to listen for it. Because when they get to talking, the first thing you get to, oh, whatever, and you miss the whole thing. You miss the whole thing. Shout out to T Church in the building. What up, T Church? What's up, Dee Dee? You see, a lot of you guys pick this time to say, oh, well, whatever. Man, that shit don't work. Man, that shit don't mean nothing. Man, how many of them always say that? Instead of you listening, you want to dissect every sentence instead of listening. See, fellas, yes, we're problem solvers, but are you an effective problem solver? How effective are you? Do you solve problems with women that you constantly have to revisit over and over and over and over? See, all the time, it's not the fact that she just don't listen. It's the fact that sometimes they don't fully understand where you coming from because you're not properly communicating it. And sometimes you guys can't deliver the proper problem solving technique because you don't listen. See, if you're a problem solver, you have to listen more than you talk. Because if you're going to solve your woman's problems, you have to listen to her communicate them. And all women communicate their problems differently. Some of them whine, some of them cry, some of them don't say nothing, some of them act crazy. So your style of problem solving has to correlate with your woman's attitude and how she communicates. See, it's not always she just don't want to grow up. No, nigga, sometimes it's you like to jump to conclusions because you don't listen. You're not listening far enough. You keep cutting it off right there. No, shh. Listen to it fully. Listen to it fully. See, you men think listening is a female trait, and it's not. It's not. If you're a leader, you're supposed to listen more than you talk. You see? You got to listen. See, a lot of times, us as men, we think leadership is this, this miraculous male. No. It's all logical at the end of the day. It's logical. It's practical. It's strategy. And you can't use the strategy you was using on women at 19 that you use at 40. You can't use that strategy. And a lot of you guys do this because a lot of you guys think all women are the same. A lot of you guys believe it. That's why when we have female conversations, y'all get to throwing the shots out there. Y'all get to shooting at women instead of y'all being a part of the conversation. You think this is the time, oh yeah, let me throw some shots at women. You don't understand how that makes us look as men. See, because why would you be clowning the same person you want to follow you? See, we got to start thinking, fellas. See, when you get to typing and get to going in on chicks, other women are looking at that and they're saying, oh, this is why he don't got no woman. Because he must do this to his woman. When she say something he don't like, when she do something he don't like, he get the cracking jokes and throwing insults. Women they're paying attention to this, fellas. Because she didn't get what you were saying. Now you want to challenge her mindset when you probably didn't explain it clear enough. You see, this shit needs to stop because today's topic, right, can clear up a lot of shit. Because y'all heard me say this plenty of times, fellas, on this platform, that a lot of shit that these women be saying be cap. And how I know it's cap is because I listen to them. I listen to them walk back a lot of shit that they act like they on. I watch them do it all the time. But a lot of you men, y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see them walking back all the shit that they done said over these past few years. Most of the ideologies that was being promoted during the pandemic, that shit don't even matter no more. That shit don't even matter no more. It's because you men are not paying attention. Y'all not listening. You listening for the catchphrase. This is why women like Love Dorsey and all of them could grab you men's attention and you fall for them. Not stopping and thinking that they're manipulating men too, because they saying shit that we want to hear. See? Did y'all know Love Dorsey was a rapper? So all the shit that she's saying about women is because she's trying to attract men to her music. And what is the way that you sell music? By selling the consumer or your target audience or your target market what they like. This is what Love Dorsey has been doing for the past couple of years, and you dudes been eating this shit up. But go watch her video. She act just like Meg Thee Stallion. She dressed like Lotto. All the shit. The archetype. She represents the same archetype as the women she talking about. She just got a different game because she's catering to a certain consumer base, which is men, because she know men purchases sex more than women. But do you men see this? No. You think Love Dorsey mean every fucking thing she say. You men gotta be careful, man. Be careful. This is why they say be careful with what you want. Be careful when you say what you want, because you just might get it. They had an episode like that on the Twilight Zone. Who remember the Twilight Zone? A show that used to scare me when I was young, but I loved to watch it because it was so alluring to me. The whole concept of the show. What up, Haven? Salute, bro. Peace. Shout out to 22 Ronin. DMW Shots in the building. What's good, Shots? Shout out to my man Club. What up, Club? Salute, my brother. Bro says, I do. Now, they had an episode called Be Careful What You Wish For. That was a whole episode on the Twilight Zone. And the lesson behind that is be careful what you ask for, because what happens when you get it? What happens when you get it? Shout out to my brother Ebo in the building. What up, Ebo? Salute. Didi says, I seen all the Twilight episodes. Big fan, huh? That's right. That's right. Like the stream, y'all. Hit the like button, man. We getting ready to get into it. Elisino says a man probably writes for her. Most likely. I believe Tory Lanez was writing for Meg Thee Stallion. I believe men write for a lot of these women. I believe a man is writing Suki's raps. Of course, we know Offset is helping Cardi. Matter of fact, what's the name is writing Meg's music now? Partisan Fontaine. That's his name. Partisan Fontaine. That's who writing all Meg shit now. The dude named Partisan. I think that's his name. Partisan Fontaine or something. That's her new boyfriend. He writing all her music now. And of course, a producer's writing all the Lotto shit. Big helped. Yeah, Big helped Kim. Yeah, but Kim wrote her own raps. What Big did was Big helped Kim with her flow. Big helped Kim with her flow. If you listen to Little Kim's last album, she play a snippet of Biggie admitting that Kim wrote her own raps. All them years in Junior Mafia, Kim wrote her own raps. Biggie helped her with her flow and being comfortable in the booth. Big did that for the whole Junior Mafia. He taught all of them how to rap. You know what I'm saying? He taught them how to get in the studio and how to rap on a mic and be in the booth. He taught them that. But Kim wrote all her own raps. And Biggie admitted that. And Kim put that on her last album, her last studio album that I remember. I think it was, I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Queen Bee or something like that. It came out years ago. But she had Biggie on the intro saying that Little Kim writes her own music. Always has. Biggie never wrote a bar for her, not one. Biggie helped her in the booth, how to ride the beat and stuff like that. But writing her raps, Biggie never wrote one rap for her. And he admitted it. Kim wrote all her shit. Kim wrote all her shit. Didi says, no, Party is out. They been broke up. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I still think he writing that music though, Didi. Oh, I still love Lil Kim, champ. I still love Little Kim. Kim had to write for Junior Mafia at times. Absolutely. Absolutely. Facts. That's a fact. What up, SCBM? SCBM says Biggie was very comfortable in his own skin. Very. Bro says, yeah, they been broke up. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know, I don't really keep up with the, you know, with the industry relationship stuff until it really come across my desk. But today's show, ladies, I want to ask y'all this, ladies. Do you like men who are friendly with their money? Oh, let's get to it. Do you like men who are friendly with their money? And when I say like men, I mean, do you like to be in relationships with guys like this? I'm not saying attraction wise or would you go out on a date with them? No. Would you actually be in a relationship? Are you attracted and do you like being in relationships with guys who are friendly with their money? Because remember, y'all came up with the slogan, it's not tricking if you got it. Because see, let me let you brothers know this too. You do know women came up with that slogan, right? You do know women came up with that. Women, actually, women of the night. I'm going to start trying to use that more than the other word, the P word, or using 304. I'm going to start using what they used to call the women who like, whose profession is prostitution. The original slang for them, they were called women of the night. So when you hear the slogan, it ain't tricking if you got it, that came from the women of the night. That literally came from escorts. Because this is something they were telling tricks who would pull up and would tell them that their price was too much. See, y'all got to learn y'all history, man. Y'all got to learn y'all history, man. Y'all got to learn y'all history, man. Shout out to Jay Sean in the building. What up, Jay Sean? Yeah, club. That's where it came from. That's what the women of the night used to tell the guys that used to drive through the stroll who was trying to spend $40 back in the day. See, you always had guys who would cheat tricks. And the women of the night back then used to tell them, you need to go, homie, because it ain't tricking if you got it. If you ain't got it, go. You ain't no woman over here for $40. That's what they used to tell the cheap tricks. The tricks that want to pull up on a stroll in Lexuses and BMWs and all types of fly cars and spend $40. See, this $40 stuff didn't start till recently. Even the women back in the day wasn't accepting $40. So fellas, I hope y'all know that. This is some new shit. This $40 shit. $40, $60. Women who was on a stroll back in the 90s when I was a little boy wasn't taking $40 and $60 for nothing. We talk about back in the 90s when the cost of living was cheaper, when rent was under $1,000. Them women out there still wasn't taking $60. You wasn't spending nothing less than $100 back in the 90s. Y'all got to understand this stuff, man. This is some new shit that's out here now. This is some new shit. So when you hear that terminology or that phrase, it ain't tricking if you got it, that came from the women of the night. That's where that came from. What's up? And I see you grab. What's going on with you? Elisino says tricking is tricking, but you can be a wise trick. and what is that? A wise trick is a trick who like to come on the track and try to bargain his way to something. And this is when the women was telling y'all, hey, listen, it ain't tricking if you got it. Basically, Negro, stop being cheap. You're not a trick because you can afford it. That's what all that was. That's what that was. That was them putting guys in line. Listen, don't come over here with that cheap stuff. It ain't tricking if you got it, honey. This is what they used to tell us. It ain't tricking if you got it, honey. Meaning, if you got it, come up off it. If not, kick rocks. But then you had a guy by the name of T.I. come along. It ain't tricking if you ain't tricking if you got it. And he turns it into this fake flex. You see why they pay these entertainers? Because what they actually promote. See, he turned tricking into a flex. And remember what tricking is. You're not a trick unless you're dealing with an escort. Let me repeat this, fellas. You're not a trick unless you're dealing with a woman of the night. Okay? If you not on them back blocks trying to bargain from one of them women of the night, you not a trick. That's not tricking, homie. Understand this. Let's get some things straight here. Because a lot of you guys run around and y'all use language that don't even pertain to you. You a single man out here going on dates and chilling with women. How you a trick? How is that tricking? Because you meet a young lady and y'all go out and have fun. How was that tricking? She's not an escort. She's not a lady of the night. So So that exchange is not tricking because she's not hoeing. See, you can only be a trick when you're dealing with a hoe. See, you got to know what you're talking about. You got to know what you're talking about. Stop listening to these guys that don't know what they're talking about, that cannot break down these things so you can understand them. So no, you are not a trick by taking a woman out on a date and paying for it. You know when you a trick? When you go on List Crawler and you pick up that phone and buy a quick visit. Now you a trick. When you go on Escort Alligator and call one of those numbers, now you a trick. When you go on POF and see what's popping, now you a trick. Now you're tricking. Now you're tricking. When you go on Black Planet, see, now you're tricking. Because we know those websites are filled with women of the night. When you go on Christian Mingle, now you're tricking. Now you're tricking. When you go on online booty call, now you're tricking. Now you a trick. But see, they use this bozo, Clifford Harris, T.I., an old red nigga, right? Oh, he looked yellow and red. They used him to convince guys to become tricks. That's why y'all say it ain't tricking if you got it as a flex. Y'all got that from T.I. Y'all got that from T.I. Because he convinced y'all to become tricks. See that? Because guess what he do? He buys escorts. Him and his wife. That information already came out. So we know that to be an actual fact. That they were buying escorts and having threesomes with them. T.I.'s a trick. Yes, adult friend finder. Now you a trick. Now you're tricking. When you start dealing with women off of places like this, who offers sex as a service, now you're a trick. Now you're tricking. I have to let them know, L'Oreal. I have to let them know. I have to explain to these younger guys what tricking and simping is. See, because if you ask a lot of these young guys today, they think you a trick because you bought this girl a slice of pizza and a soda. Because you paid for the movies and the dinner, you a trick. No, tricking don't got nothing to do with that. Tricks are from the realm of prostitution. Tricks are the men who sleep with the women of the night. So you young brothers need to understand what you're talking about. Because this is why y'all young brothers, 18, 19, 20 years old, are out here tricking. Because you think what you're doing is normal. Because you think that's what it is to be a man. And I want to know today from the ladies, do y'all like men who are friendly with their money? Do you like a trick? Huh? You like a trick, don't you? What woman don't like a trick? Huh? what woman don't like a trick? Come on, be real, ladies. Just be real. Who don't like a nice old trick? What up, Ebo? Shout out to my brother Ebo. I appreciate that super chat. He says, yup, same with them colorful wigs. That was a sign that she was a lady of the night and she's open for business. Shout out to Ebo. Salute. This is what I want to know, ladies. Do y'all like a nice old trick? Do you like a guy that's friendly with his money? NICU grad says, I don't mind a good old sugar daddy. There it is. There it is. That's the honesty I'm looking for. Because I want to see if your mind changes after we watch the video, NICU grad. Because see, let me tell y'all something, fellas. Women that say some shit in front of us and stand on some shit in front of us that they'll sit down with in front of other women. See, this is why I want to know what y'all think. Because y'all saying what y'all saying now, but I want to hear what y'all have to say after y'all watch what this other woman has to say. See, fellas, you notice your woman is staying on some shit in front of you, but then when she get in front of other women, she start backpedaling. She start questioning herself on if she really believed that, even though when you and her had that same conversation, she was against what the women were saying. But then when she get around other women, she starts to consider what those other women said. And then it's like, girl, give me some time to think about this. And you sitting there like, babe, you already told me you don't agree with no shit like that. You already told me you'll never do nothing like that. Oh, but you got to consider now. I get it. Shout out to Shannon B. I get it. Shannon B says most women I know don't like tricks. I want to know. I want the women to be honest. Do you like a man who's friendly with their money? Do you? Classy Creole says, I like it, but will have no respect for him. Did you see that, fellas? Are you listening to the women? She said, I'll like it, but I'll have no respect for him. Corn Pop. What up, Corn Pop? Women are the ones that have reduced a relationship to a trade of resources of fun time. Women have done that? I can agree with that to a certain extent. But you also have to consider what the man is actually there for. A lot of guys today are in relationships just for a fun time, Corn Pop. Let's be honest about that. So a lot of women are reducing themselves down to what they think modern men want. Let's be honest about that, Corn Pop. It's not that women are just saying, this is how we're going to operate. Women are operating based off how they're used to operating. And they operate based on the man that they're presented with. So if they're used to being reduced as fun time, as just a sex mule, as just someone that when I get mad, I could release some tension off on. You know, a lot of women are used to being like that. A lot of women are used to being subjected to men and being in relationships like that, Corn Pop. So is it the women who are just reducing relationships to that? Or are women doing that with reason? Are they doing it with reason? Let's be out. Come on, Ebo. You know I'm gonna keep it 1,000. See, because a lot of guys won't come out and say it. A lot of you guys done been with women you don't even like. You just using her to get a nut off. A lot of you guys, come on, let's be real. You don't like her. You don't have no purpose for her in your life, but you do have a purpose for her, you know, to get your rocks off. She's just a body. Come on, fellas, let's be real. Before we can say that women are just reducing relationships to something. Come on now. Let's be real. Lula H. What's up, Lula? She says, money can only take us so far. Really? Really, Lula? Really? Never heard a woman say that. Elisino says, tricking is a treat, not a way of life. My strategy. A lot of guys look at it like that too. A lot of guys look at that too. New York Nikki says, F that, reduce nothing. Next, his ass lost. Hey, but I'm just being honest, New York Nikki. I'm just being honest. Dee says, I don't turn down nothing but my collar, but I don't really ask for much unless I'm in a bind because I don't want him holding anything, holding it over my head. That's if we're just dating. A lot of women are like that too. They don't want a man to hold what they do for them over their heads. And I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But one thing, and I'm not just saying this to you, Dee, I'm saying this to women in general. When a man is proud of his work, he's gonna brag about it. That's any man. That's any man. If a man knows that he's doing what he's supposed to do and that his woman is happy because of the life he has provided for them, he's going to brag. He's going to brag. I'm not saying he's going to throw it in your face. I'm not saying that because I'm not trying to justify men doing that. But what I'm saying is a man going to talk his shit. He going to say, yeah, look at this house my wife is in. Look what I got my wife. Look how I keep my wife looking. He's going to do that. A man is going to do that. That's just how we're going to do that. Trust and believe. We're going to do that. We're going to say, me working hard has provided us this. Yet men are going to do that. So ladies, don't get offended about that because he's going to. And he should brag to other people. He should. Because a man should be proud of his work. He should. He should be able to brag to other guys. Yeah. Yeah. Brothers should be able to come together and do that together. Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not? Why not? That's masculine shit. See? Dee says, he can brag. I just mean when they use it as a means of control. Right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. When he's using his provision as a weapon for you to basically be his servant. That's not even a man, Dee Dee. Let me let you women know that too. A man who tries to control you and control your level of development, no, that's not a man. Because any man wants a woman who has her own autonomy. I'm talking about men. I want my woman to think for herself. Yes. I want my woman to know how to critically think for herself. Yes. I don't want to control my woman. Notice what I said. My woman, not my child. You control children. You don't control other adults. I'm not here to control you, baby girl. I control the situation. I control the situation. Now, if you don't like the fact that I control the situation the way I control the situation, then you can find another situation to be a part of. But I'll never control you. Listen, this is how I operate. I operate with an open door policy with all my women. All my women understand this about me. Both doors are always open, baby girl. You can walk out the front or the back door. Okay? It's always open for you. I'm not here to control you. At any time, if you ain't happy, you could walk off and go live your life. I don't do that. Because I want my woman to be my woman, not my child. I don't want my woman acting like my daughter. I want my woman acting like my woman. So she's supposed to know certain shit. And if she don't know, it's her job to go and find out. It ain't my job to tell you, because now I'm telling you how to be a woman. And I'm not in that profession. I'm not narcissistic at all. I actually have a problem with being a little too off-putting at times. That's my issue. Sometimes I could show at the wrong time that I don't care. That's my problem. My problem is not controlling you. My problem is acting like I don't give a at certain times. You know, I employ that level of what these guys like to call it stoicness at the wrong time. That's my problem. That's my problem. That's my problem. I have to work on my extremes. Because when I don't care about something, or when it's not a concern of me, I'm blind to it. I'm numb to it. Why you think I was saying we need to pay attention more, fellas? We need to listen more. I was talking about me too. Because at times when I get in that mode of I don't give up, I don't. That means I don't want to hear it, and that's wrong. That's what I need to work on. I'm not into controlling no women. I'm not into controlling no woman. Because I have a cold shoulder button where I can make a woman feel like I don't care that she even exists. That's my problem. My problem is never to keep you around when you don't want to be. My problem is making you feel secure as if I'm not going nowhere. Because I could get so caught up in what I'm doing and shit like that. I've stopped caring about things that I should be paying attention to. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that shit. Shout out to my brother Papa Flock in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute. L'Oreal says, that's my problem too. I'm a big brush off. Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of women are. They just afraid to admit that. A lot of women who act like they want all this attention, they really don't. They act like they want all of this. Oh, come here, baby. And come here. They don't. They don't. They don't. A lot of these women say they just want to be the only one, and I want all of this. They don't. Because when they get it, they don't know how to handle it because they're not used to getting it. So this is why I'm asking the women a question today. Do y'all really like men who are friendly with their money? You know what I'm talking about, L'Oreal. Oh, he don't show me no attention. Yeah. But remember, he was showing you a bunch of attention. You couldn't handle that. Couldn't handle that. see, fellas, there's a lot of shit that the number one problem that I think a lot of women have, fellas, and get used to this shit. They never want us to find out their imperfections. See, because women always want to be seen as something desirable for a man. Listen to me, y'all, and make sure y'all hit the like button too. What's up, Deliver Us from Evil? Right? Oh yeah, open door policy. Both of them is open at all times. At all times. The contract is always renegotiable with me. Always. Right? They always want to be desired by a man. A lot of women are afraid that when we start finding out stuff about them, like really interpersonal stuff, they don't want us to because they feel like we won't desire them anymore. Oh, we going there today. We're going there today. See, that's one thing women don't ever want men to stop being. No, listen, fellas. No matter how the so-called dating market goes, women, and this is biological. Women always want to be attractive to men. Women always want to know that they're desired. This is why some women, right, rather would wear their mask through a relationship than to show her real self, because she understands that her real self is extremely flawed. She doesn't like a lot of shit about her real self. See, listen, fellas, women, a lot of these women know the work they got to do. And it's harder for women to do that interpersonal work than it is for men. You see? It's harder for a woman to look herself in a mirror and admit some shit. Men, we were designed to do that. Am I saying that all men do this? No. But in general, right? Because a man will admit he ain't shit. Because he know he ain't. But if you accept him, you accept him. See? A woman would know she ain't shit and never tell you. She'll go through her whole life never admitting to herself what the truth is. See, men are designed to deal with that type of shit. You see? So a lot of the shit, what up, Third? Shout out to Third in the building. So a lot of times, a lot of the shit that we hear online that's coming from women, a lot of it is bullshit. And I've told y'all brothers this a long time ago. I would say men are more honest with themselves than women are honest with themselves. Am I saying honesty in general? No. But when I say specifically, we're looking ourselves in a mirror and admitting some shit, men are more comfortable with doing that than women. Way more comfortable. Way more comfortable. That's why usually when we're in relationships, fellas, and we have to help our women get over certain issues, we find out that the issues are layered. You find out that a lot of the issues that y'all go through in a relationship is really interpersonal issues that y'all have. See, we got to really start analyzing our relationships, fellas. A lot of the arguments and a lot of the disagreements that come in relationships, when you actually sit down and break it down layer by layer, it always go back to an insecurity that one of y'all have. It's an interpersonal issue. It's not your fault. It's not her fault. It's issues that arise and y'all don't know how to handle it because y'all are not actually used to other people dealing with your fucking issues. Oh yeah, we're going to talk today. We're going to talk today. We're going to talk today. See? See, because the last thing any person want to do is to make themselves or to make other people feel like they're not dateable, they're not good enough to be in a relationship with, they're not approachable. But when you actually sit down and you have these conversations, you find out that a lot of that stuff is true. A lot of it is true. Third says, I've been there before with the wrong woman. DS1. When it was all over, she admitted she wasn't the right woman for me and she didn't deserve to be with me. True story. Some women will come to that epiphany. Third, some of them will. I had one tell me the same thing. Absolutely. That was big of her to even admit that. Deliver Us from Eva says, so we must. What do you mean? Deliver Us from Eva. Women are superficial. So are men. How you gonna say women are superficial and then say this? There's plenty of women out here that don't wear makeup and don't have BBLs. So if we're gonna come in and we're gonna speak on this topic, we're gonna need to go a little deeper, fellas. Like daddy issues, for example. See, all of this same, y'all using these same talking points that y'all hear from other people. Y'all using the same talking points. Same talking points. We got to go a little deeper, fellas. Stop regurgitating what you hear other dudes say. It's not the channel where that shit is going to get any light. because I'm not a clout chaser. Lula says, inner thoughts. Unlike men, women wear makeup, alter their bodies, etc., based on social standards and what men will like and accept. That's true to a certain extent. But what men? What men? What men? The social standards of what men? This is the same thing I ask these guys when they say things like women with BBLs and wearing makeup. Y'all are all speaking on y'all are speaking on these social narratives that y'all have made real to y'all. You see, there's a whole world outside of the goofy stuff that y'all think is real in relationships. And this is where I'm trying to bring us to now. Get out of the superficial world and the superficial mindset of relationships, because that is what society is telling you to go after. Ladies, all of this stuff is incentivizing you to end up, right? And we're going to talk about this next week. All of this stuff is leading you women to the 4B movement. It's leading you women to the 4B movement. Okay? So you have to get out of what society is telling you to become. See, you ladies, let me ask y'all something. Who gave you your identity? Society or your father? See, that just tells me that a lot of women don't have their dads around, because your father is supposed to teach you not to chase societal norms, not to become the woman society wants you to be. See, your father's supposed to teach you that. And your father is supposed to break down to you as a little girl why you don't become that. This is a daddy issue, just like with the men. Men are chasing society and the norms that society tells us to be because of the fatherless issue, fatherless homes. So you see how the fatherless home affects the woman and the man? See how it affects the boy and the girl's identity? Because you have grown women now who are saying that society is forcing them to become what they are. That's when daddy, mommy assimilates. Mommy adapts to survive. Daddy rebels against society. See, mommy's going to tell you to assimilate so you don't have any issues. Mommy's going to tell you to go the safe route. Daddy's going to say, no, you don't listen to that shit because it's wrong for this reason, for that reason, for this reason, for that reason. You don't behave like those women because you will not represent yourself in this family that way. See, daddy instills all of that. See, if that's not already instilled into a woman, she'll throw that shit away later on in life because she gonna do what society tell her to do. Because that's how women, that's the nature of women. That's the nature of women. Women carry the curses that the men put forth. Oh, we're gonna have some content next week, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna go deeper. So let's not just make it seem like, oh, women do whatever society tell them to do. Men do too. Society told you to become a pimp. Society told you to become a whoremonger. Society told you to be a trick and to be friendly with your money. Society tells you not to get married. So come on, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? But today, I want to know something about the women. Everybody is a cosplayer. Deliver us from evil. It's not because you a black woman. What are you talking about? Everybody has a role in society to play. Everybody's getting their strings pulled. It's not because you a black woman. Stop believing that. Cynical says you're not wrong. I was away from the phone, but I read the previous comments. Oh, okay. You talking to New York Nikki. What up, free my grandma? Salute. Yes, I know plenty of black cosplayers. Will and Jada. Will and Jada. You want me to name another couple? Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. You want me to name another couple? Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys. You want me to name another couple? Eva? You want me to name another one? Huh? You want me to keep going? What do you cosplay as? What do you cosplay as? What's up, Brownie? Shout out to Brownie in the building. No, I don't cosplay. I'm a grown man. I don't cosplay. No, not at all. Only way you'll see me in cosplay if I was getting paid to do a movie. If I was acting, if I was in a movie, yeah, I'll play a character. I'll cosplay. But no, I don't take part in stuff like that. Club says Remy Ma and Easy to Dustpan. Right. L'Oreal says, I believe Eva's occupation is cosplay in real life. Oh, okay. 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 That might be her profession, or her fetish. you know, shout out to the people who like to cosplay. I've done it before. Not gonna say I never done it before, but I'm not into it. I've done it before. I just rather be me. I just rather be me at the end of the day. I feel like I have different sides of myself that comes out at different times in relationships. So I don't feel like I gotta put on no costume. I could change my voice. I can, I actually could be a voice actor. I could be the voice for characters and I could change my voice up. Y'all done heard me do that a bunch of times. So, it's not something that I can't do. It's just, I feel like that's part of it's all a part of me. So I'm not really into dressing up, but if I'm gonna do a movie role and and show that part of me, I don't mind. I don't mind. A cosplay to compete. Oh, okay. Okay. Like cosplay shows and stuff. Oh, okay. Nah, not really. Not really. Cynical laughing. Lee Major's hero says, those who seek the truth don't cosplay. Brownie says, I only cosplay with hair and makeup, but I'm 100% me. Lula H says, can you give us a voice on the spot? Hey, I've done that a lot, Lula. I've done that a lot, man. I've done that a lot. You know, I've done that a lot. Cynical says, I wouldn't consider that cosplaying, Brownie. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Now, I just told the guys, don't come in here trying to trigger y'all. And here you go. Hey, y'all, I be trying to keep things civil between us. I be trying. But hey, I be trying, y'all. I be trying. I be trying, fellas, but you know. But let's get to this video. Because I really want y'all opinion on this video, ladies. I want y'all opinion. And shout out to Paradise Paris, man. I like Paradise Paris. I like Paradise Paris because, like I said, when I be listening to Paradise Paris, she be dropping some bombs about women. And a lot of people don't hear it, but the proof that she be dropping some bombs about women is she always get attacked by women. Dudes don't attack Paradise Paris. Not at all. Dudes do not attack her at all. They don't attack her for how she look. Nothing. Women is always attacking this woman. And she young too. She like in her early 30s, I believe. Maybe late 20s, early 30s. She young. And women are constantly attacking this woman because of her videos. That's how I know she says stuff that she's not supposed to say. And women be like, why are you telling these men this shit? Why are you telling them this? They're not supposed to know this about us, Paradise Paris. This is why I like her videos. This is why. Because, and listen, Paradise Paris has even said this before in one of her videos. She said, listen, fellas, I'm not the woman that's going to sit here and act like we don't be on no bullshit. We be on so much bullshit that we can't get along. This is what I like about Paradise Paris. And fellas, we got to support girls, women like her, not girls, she's a woman. Women like her, because not on some cheerleading shit. It's not about being a cheerleader, right? It's not about saying, go girl, tell them off. No, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about her clearing up confusion. Because Paradise Paris has said that a lot of men think the way they do and act the way they act and treat women the way they treat women because of the shit women have done. And because a lot of the shit that we don't know and understand about them. See, Paradise Paris have said this. She may haven't said it like that, but she said it. And she goes out her way to not continue to spread the confusion. You see? Because what Paradise Paris also understands is that a lot of women are in the predicaments that they're in because of them. See, Paradise Paris isn't afraid to tell women that. And that is the one thing a lot of women don't want to hear, especially from other women. You know why you in the position you in. You know you've been lying about men the past 25 goddamn years of your life. See, that's what Paradise Paris is doing. So this is why I want the women to answer this. Do you like a man who's friendly with their money? Do you? What up, Bob? Shout out to my man Bob in the building. Cynical says a lot of unhealed people with baggage from their failed romances, and it shows in their current romances. Absolutely. Absolutely. It even shows how they communicate even in the phase when they're actually single, Cynical. Because a lot of people don't heal when they single. A lot of people are just by themselves. They're not actually doing the work. They're not actually doing the work. L'Oreal says, what's the catch? I'm about to play the video. I'm about to play the video. Because I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I want y'all to hear it from another woman, L'Oreal. I want y'all to hear it. So let's get to this video. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Thank you, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate that. Fair use, YouTube. Make sure y'all support the show. Hit the like button and share the show, y'all. The links are going across the screen. Donate to the show, y'all. Make sure we get to our 2 financial donations as required for every show. It's very much appreciated. Shout out to y'all. But make sure y'all hit the like button and the share button. Share the show, y'all. Share the show. Shout out to Paradise Paris.
Every time I hear one of the girls say, oh, I want a trick, I want a man who just give his money away because I'm a woman and he just want to enjoy my company. I already know we don't like the same type of man. I already know. That's the type of shit a man be doing so long, she don't even realize she ain't even special no more. He just do it because he can. Or he just do it because he ain't really got no reason. He got to do it because he buying his way. Let me tell you something. A man who friendly with his finances, you're not my type of guy. You're not my type of guy. I don't like no man sitting around giving away no money to no woman just because she in his presence. That don't do it for me. You ain't never been through nothing for real if you don't understand it. I'm the type of woman, I don't see no other bitch. I don't speak no other bitch. I don't think no other bitch at all. But you want to make me mad? Tell me my man did something that set you temporarily financially free. I'm going to ruin everybody's motherfucking day. Everybody. Listen, I'm the type of woman where the type of man I like, other women better like him for who he is. They just want to be around the nigga in his presence. Other women just want to be associated with him. That's the type of man that I like. Because he just coming like that. He just got it like that. His aura speaks for him. His whole presentation speaks for him. That's the type of man I like. Not no man who just walking around talking about some, I'm going to just do it because I can and I got it like that. That's good for you, baby. That's good for you. You've been doing that shit for so long, it don't even be exciting no more. Let me tell you something. When it come to me and mine, a bitch better like him just for who he is. I don't give a damn if it's 108 degrees outside and she want a bottle of water. He ain't finna give it to her. Every time I hear one of the girls say, oh, I want a trick, I want a man who just give his money away because I'm a woman and he just want to enjoy my company. I already know we don't like the same type of man. I already know. That's the type of shit a man be doing so long, she don't even realize she ain't even special no more. He just do.
Let's hear it, ladies. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Do y'all agree with him? Shout out to my man Bob in the building. Appreciate you, Bob. He said, thank you for dropping his jewel. Shout out to my guy, Bob. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that super chat. Let's hear it, ladies. Do y'all agree with Paradise Paris? Do you really like a man that lead with his money? Is it really tricking if you got it? It ain't tricking if you got it. Is that really true? Do y'all really feel that way? Do y'all really want to be in a relationship with a man who's friendly with his money? Huh? Do you think it's good for men to walk around and just pay for everything because a woman's in his presence? Huh? I want to hear it, ladies. I want to hear it. Come on now. I'm listening. I'm listening, ladies. What's up, Stacy Galore? How you doing? Brownie says, I said my piece before the video, and I agree. She agrees. So it is tricking if you got it. So you don't like a man that lead with his money. That's what you're saying, Brownie? You can't deal with no dude who's friendly with his money. You can't deal with no guy who leads with his money. Is that what you're saying, Brownie? Classy Creole says, I agree with her. Brownie says, if you ever had a trick, you would know they annoying is. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that was a big one, Brownie. That was a big one. 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 Because, see, women don't mention that part, Brownie. They don't talk about the man who paying for all that shit is always on their goddamn phone. Always asking them what they doing. Always asking them where they going. Why you going there? Why you going outside? Oh, what nigga you going to see? Oh, who talking to you? Oh, why this nigga liking all your pictures? Yeah. Oh, why y'all don't tell that part, Brownie? Why y'all don't never tell them stories? How these tricks act like y'all parents, telling you when you can and can't go, asking you why you on Instagram at 4 a.m. and this nigga still up watching your page. See, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening. Brownie popping shots over it. Hey, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Brownie says, I can't be bought. LOL. Tricks are entitled. It never works out when they find out money don't move me. Ooh. Ooh. But Brownie, you need somebody to pay for your makeup. Brownie, you need somebody to pay for your snacks. Brownie, you like to go outside and pop shit and look good. You don't need no pocket money? Huh? You don't need no money for the club? What you mean? Oh, now y'all like dudes to give y'all some pocket money. Oh, now that little couple $100 in your pocket don't mean nothing to you? Oh, it don't move you now? You could buy your weed, you could buy all your backwoods, you could buy all your lip gloss, you could go to Bath and Body Works, you could eat all the fast food and Raisin Canes you want. Oh, now the money don't mean nothing, Brownie? Huh? Oh, the money don't move y'all now. I hope y'all listening, fellas. I hope y'all are listening. L'Oreal says money is a tool. You can't be loose with money. But L'Oreal, let me ask you something. Then why do women get loose for money? Get loose, get loose, get loose. Why y'all get loose for money? Because you know that's why we are loose with money. Because y'all get loose for the money. So don't put it back off on us, L'Oreal. Today's show is about y'all. Y'all be asking me, DS1, when you gonna do some shows talking to us? Why don't you talk to the women, DS1? I'm talking to y'all today. Lula H says, that sounds like an insecure man to me. Oh, fellas, I hope y'all are paying attention. I hope y'all are paying attention. Brownie says, nope, I got my job that gives me perks to keep me looking good. I'm going to take the money. Listen, fellas, look, I'm going to take the money and still do what I want. But I got to go. Have a good stream. Thank you, Brownie. I appreciate you. Look. Hey, fellas. She said, I'm going to take the money and still do what I want to do. You see why y'all are called tricks? Because you just fell victim for a treat. You see that? She said, I'm going to take the money and still do what I want. Lula H says, do people who do this undermine women? Huh? Men who are, so are you asking men who are friendly with their money, do they undermine women? I don't know. I don't think they do. They may say demeaning things about women, but I actually think they low-key worship women. And that's just my perspective, Lula. Some guys may disagree, but I think guys who trick on women, guys who participate in the tricking game and leading with their wallets, these are guys who actually pedestalize women and pedestalize sex and lust. So if you want to go a layer deeper, then you can say that they may undermine women, but on a surface level, they worship women. They worship y'all. Or that may just be the perception. You know, it may just seem like they worship women. But that's something that I can't just give you a definite answer on, Lula. LEK says, what's up, LEK? LEK says, women actually hate nothing more than a trick. So why do y'all love this man right here, Clifford Harris? Why do y'all love Clifford Harris? Why do y'all love Clifford Harris? Hmm? I just want to know why. If women dislike tricks and guys that lead with their wallet so much, then why are y'all constantly online every goddamn day talking about black men don't make enough money? Black men can't lead with their wallets because they don't got no money in them. What about all the shit that y'all say? So first we too broke to be tricks. Now y'all don't like tricks. We too broke and dusty to be a trick. But y'all hate tricks. What are y'all really saying? And I'm just asking questions because I don't want to jump into any conclusions. I'm asking questions. That's what I want to know. LEK says they hate the fact that you have resources, but they hate it even more that they need you. Okay. I don't understand what you're saying, but okay. L'Oreal says, oh, come on, fellas. This ain't about feelings. This is about quick pleasure. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. So are you saying, L'Oreal, that men should actually be expected to give up some money when it's just about some quick pleasure? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that a lot of guys are applying the wrong emotions, well, the right emotions to the wrong situation? Is that what you're saying, L'Oreal? I'm asking a question. Because from what I gather from this comment, it sounds like you're saying that a lot of us guys are taking stuff personal that isn't really personal for y'all. I just want to know. I just want to know. L'Oreal says, because he can pay my way and he looks clean. Why women love Cliff? Oh, which is the reason why he loved. Okay. So you speaking on situations. Third says double talking and hypocrisy is at an all-time high. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And this is why I like Paradise Paris. Because this is what Paradise Paris be touching on. This is her underlying statement that women can hear, but men can't. She's literally telling women without telling women to stop capping. We know we don't like that shit. We know we don't. We don't like a man friendly with his money, because what happens when that friendly man becomes your man? This is what Paradise Paris is saying. You women are getting up here saying some shit, capping, knowing that you won't apply those same sentiments to your man. So yes, if your man is running around being friendly with his money, you will consider him a trick. You yourself. And look what the women said in the chat. No, they don't respect tricks. So at the end of the day, what Paradise Paris said was absolutely correct, fellas. They don't like niggas who lead with their money. So stop believing the Kevin Samuels myth. Stop believing the bullshit. What did I tell y'all? I did a stream about this maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. Character is the true currency. If you want a woman to respect and to value you, that's all going to be based on your character, not your money. Not your money. And let me let you know something too, fellas. Let me let you know something too. A woman will love and respect the shit out you, but can't stand you. Let me say that again, because this is something a lot of you guys can't accept. But you need to just accept it and stop trying to figure it out. Because this is some shit that men don't want to accept anymore. But the old school guys, they accepted this. And they operated this way. This is why they women stayed with them. Them women stayed with them men all them years because they respected that man's character. It was plenty of times when grandma couldn't stand his ass. See, this is the problem with a lot of men today. You want her to like you all the time. You don't want her to be mad at you. You don't want her to be upset with you. That's life. If you gonna run your relationship based off of her attitude, oh, you're done, fellas. You gonna let a woman run you raggedy. And I know that because I did that. I did that. This is why I told y'all, stop listening to these panda bears. Because see, you got to understand this. Your grandmama loved the shit out of your grandfather, but she couldn't stand him. You know why? Because she couldn't change who the fuck he was. And that's what a woman respects about a man. Fellas, why you think most of the women that be watching from the cloud, they don't like me? A lot of these women who watch, they can't stand me. But I'm going to tell you why they watch. Because they know this nigga not going to move off his stance. This nigga going to stand on what he believe in. Not only is he going to profess it, he going to act on it. He's going to act on this. So no matter how much I cry and whine and make it seem like he's doing something to offend me, when all I'm doing is trying to manipulate him to get him to act the way I want him to act, that's what I really love about him. That's what turns a woman on about you. You want to know what to turn a woman on about you? Be a nigga that can't be moved. And friendly men can always be tossed to and fro. All my women know that about. I'm not friendly. All my women know that about me. All my women know I don't like to be rushed nowhere. Don't rush me. I don't like to be rushed. None of that shit. And that's what they love about me. That I am who I am, regardless to whatever situation. That's masculinity, fellas. That's masculinity. You see that? Champ says, I'm from Compton. She from LA. Come on now. Come on now. Thank you, Cynical. Say it again. Say it again, Cynical. Say it again. Women play with them super friendly dudes. You see why you're called tricks? Because they could play with you. Am I saying, fellas, you just supposed to be this brash, mean individual? No. But a woman know when she could play with you and when she can't. And she'll try you. She'll try you to see if she can get away with it. All women are going to try you, fellas. All of them. Okay? Don't believe that they not. Don't believe that they won't. Don't think they shouldn't do it. They're going to do it. No matter how much you don't like it, they're going to do it. It's in their nature. It's in their nature. It's in their nature. Lee Major says being a trick is nasty work. Come on, man. Shout out to my man Ism in the building. Salute, Ism. I see you in the building, my brother. Salute. Uncle Ism in the building. I Crook in the building. What up, I Crook? Salute, fam. He says a woman desires an actionable man committed to a plan. That's facts. Salute, DS1. Salute, I Crook. And see, a man that's friendly and frivolous with his money is a man who's not committed to a plan. See? Why you think I told y'all on the last show that you can't trick on your woman? There's no such thing as tricking on your woman. That makes no sense. It becomes tricking when you're going outside of the people you plan to take care of. That's when it's tricking. That's when it's tricking. When you going outside of your scope and your plan, that's when it's tricking. That woman is not your mother. That woman is not your daughter. She's not any family member or any kin to you, and she's not your wife. So now you're tricking. Because guess what? That woman is not part of your plan in life. That's why they have little sayings on the stroll, which is marketing tools, because it's business. So they say things like, baby, it ain't tricking if you got it, to encourage you to go outside of the plan that you made for yourself. You see? That's why they say shit like that. It's just like a salesman. It's just like a salesman. You see? They're going to say little things to you to convince you to purchase. This is why the women of the night, right? Because I'm working on my language. This is why the women of the night came up with it ain't tricking if you got it. That was to convince the married trick, the corporate trick. See, the men who actually got something to lose, to convince them to give it away. See, and that's when the devil and all that kick in. But that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation. Because see, that's the devil trying to disrupt your plans that he know you got from God. But that's a whole nother thing. You see? So when a man goes outside of his plan of action, meaning He's spending money on women, other women's children, shit like that. You too friendly with your money. See, a man who's friendly with his money tells a woman that he's also not stern in his decision making. Am I lying, ladies? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I lose you, L'Oreal? Did I lose you? Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. A man that's friendly and frivolous with his money is a man who's not sure of the decisions that he make. And he doesn't really have any direction. Am I right or am I wrong, ladies? And I'll be the star actor in it, champ. He said, I'm gonna make a movie one day. Hit me up, champ. I'm looking to get my my acting feet wet. Shout out to my brother Po Boy Films, man. Man. A lot of things is coming, y'all. A lot of things are coming and things are coming together. For real. So holla at me, champ. You got my email. I'll star in it. Champ says a love story out of this world. Oh yeah, I'm in that. I'll be in that, champ. I'll play that. I'll play that. I don't want to play the gangster roles and, you know, the roles that everybody think I'm a play because I'm a big black bearded man. So they think I'm a play the robber or nah. I want to go that route, champ. I want to go another route. And I think we need to bring movies like that back. Love stories. Love, you know, the girl next door type of stuff. You know, we need to bring back some nostalgic feelings, champ. Don Sir. What's up, Don Sir? Sounds like me growing up. Shout out to you, Don Sir. L'Oreal says, see, I knew it. What? I'm loose. I'm loose. Yeah, hit me, OG. I'm with that, man. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm ready to start acting and all that, man. Oh, that's fire. He said, nah, you go be the problem solver, wise and romantic. Yeah, that's fire. I'm with that. Dee says, never really liked chick flicks, but I love. and see, that's crazy, Dee. Why you don't like chick flicks? Why? Because and I'm asking you that not because I'm trying to be facetious, right? But I'm asking you that because I've been hearing that from a lot of women lately. Like they don't really like those types of films no more. Cynical says there's a quote: why marry for love when you can marry for money? And that's, let's be honest though, Cynical, isn't that what most modern relationships are about? People are literally shacking up together because they can't afford to be single. Yeah, that was a ball. That was a ball. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, man. Some people can't afford to live single. So they have to shack up or get next to or have another person in their life. A lot of people can't afford to be single. For some people, it's too internally taxing to be alone. See, I'm not just talking about the money aspect. I'm also talking about internally. People are too broke to be single. They're too broke to be single. They need somebody to deal with their shit. They need somebody to examine and to assess their mess. So a lot of people today are too broke to be single because they have to deal with themselves every day. Every day. You can't say it's him. He said this. He hurt my feelings. He didn't do this. You can't do that no more when you single. You got to turn the question in. You got to turn the question. You got to turn the statements and the sentiments from he to I. From he to I. And see, fellas, what a lot of these women are experiencing now, right? They're experiencing a lot of the bullshit that they believed to be the reason why they never got what they wanted. See, because what these women are afraid to say now, fellas, and we have to put some of the blame of it on us. And I'm not saying you as the individual man, I'm saying men in general. A lot of women now are afraid of love. Shout out to my brother Corey Love, man. Shout out to the House of Love. I can't wait till my brother get back to that content. Going deep in depth. But a lot of women, fellas, they're afraid of love. So they've replaced love with superficial things that will temporarily protect them from feeling the void of love. So they're trying to replace money, finances, material with love. They're trying to replace that. They're trying to replace the love with that, with things. This is why women don't like to talk about vanity. Because women know that that's what they suffer from. Vanity. And they know what their vanity is about. They know where it derives from. A woman becomes vain because she's afraid to be feminine. You see? She becomes vain because she's afraid to be vulnerable. Because men who violated her privacy, men who violated her vulnerability. So now they say shit like it ain't tricking if you got it, because a lot of women have now developed a way to live out a life that shields them away from what's real. And women are afraid of men who are honest, who will tell them exactly what they see and exactly what they hear. And what scares women even more is when they get with a guy who will tell them that and he knows what he's talking about. It scares them. Because a woman does know this. She knows this. That when a man gets to dealing with her on that level, he cares about her. And now you have to recalibrate your thinking, Because now you with a man who actually care about you. Now you with a man who not just saying he a man, but he's showing you. He's showing you. He's showing you. That's scary for a lot of women, fellas. This is why we're finding out today that they really don't like tricks. They really don't like guys that lead with their wallet. Because you heard what Paradise Paris said? Hey, what's up, Tizzle? Shout out to Tizzle Tay. Cynical says that doesn't scare me. A lot of women say that, Cynical, until you in his presence and you wondering why you nervous. And not the nervous like he's going to harm you, but the nervous of you not saying the right things at the right time. See, it show up different, Cynical. So yeah, it probably doesn't scare you from the sound of it. But it's different when you get around that man. It's different. Because now the things that you used to doing alone, you got somebody doing it for you. Now you have somebody you can depend on. That's scary for a lot of women. Can I really depend on him? Will he flake on me when I really need him? See? You see? See, what Paradise Paris was expressing was she was expressing that we don't want no friendly man. I don't want my man to be all smiley and giggly and loose around women. I want women to like my man just because he cool like that. I don't want no woman thinking she could walk up to him and give him a hug and bat her eyes and get some goddamn free lunch. See, Paradise Paris is telling the truth. I don't want no man who frivolous with his money, that look at a woman and because she a woman, is he just going in his pocket. So inherently, guess what she's saying, fellas? She don't want a man to be like that with her. That's what she's saying. She want a man that's purposeful with his money, purposeful with his time. So if he's purposeful with his money and his time, that means it's the same way with you as his woman. That's why you can get his money. That's why you can get his time, because you are part of his goddamn purpose. So it ain't really about the money. It ain't about the money. And that's what you women need to realize. It ain't about the money. It's about me making sure you okay, because you my woman. Because you my woman. Fuck that money. I'm going to go make some more. See, that's how men operate. Men don't even worship money. We don't care about no money like that. Because we understand that money is a tool, like L'Oreal said. It's a tool, but it's not a tool of control. We don't use money to control our women. You see? See, we got the truth today, fellas, right out of women's mouths. See why we need to listen to them? See why we need to listen to them? Thank you. Commitment is key. And when a man is committed, he's not gonna be friendly. He ain't gonna be friendly with his money. He ain't gonna be friendly with his time. Most of his downtime, he's taking to himself because he needs that time to himself. He ain't spending no extra time with no estranged women because his downtime is needed for him. Now, what I'm saying right now, fellas, and what you guys are agreeing with, a lot of women, they aren't sure about this stuff. So don't get mad when they disagree. Because again, those are female issues. Well, what he's saying, because some of the women that's listening right now, they're behind the screen doing this, fellas. What he's saying is real, but I heard that before, but see, we gotta stop getting offended by shit like that. Because all she doing is expressing her insecurity. And she has an insecurity about it because she tried with a fake nigga. See? So it's like, I was with this fake nigga for all these years, so why am I gonna believe you real? He was saying some of the same shit you were saying. And he came out to be a liar. So why you ain't lying, DS1? Why you ain't just blowing smoke, DS1? Why you not pissing on our heads and telling us it's raining, DS1? Why should we believe you? Cause you nigga. See, I don't get mad at that. Because logically, she has a reason to not trust what I'm saying. Because if we're going to look at logic and reasoning and look at things based on results, a lot of these women has only reaped bad results. A lot of these women. But they're not going to come out and say it because it's embarrassing, fellas. They not like us. Some of them will come out and say it because they at that point in their life. But most women will never get to that point. They're going to always try to say that it's something wrong with us. And we just gotta know how to listen for the truth. Because remember, we're the leaders. And as leaders, we don't sit around and tell our followers how wrong they are. And that's what a lot of y'all do with women. Just want to sit around and tell them and beat them over the head with how they're wrong. How are you a leader? How are you a leader? How you going to get her to the next stage if you constantly beating her over the head with what she did wrong over and over and over? But you know, last time you didn't listen. So because of that, this happened. See, you're not an effective leader as a man. See, because as a leader, you're supposed to understand people gonna fuck up, even you. Even you. This is why you can't lead a woman nowhere. Because you're constantly throwing her insecurities in her face. And you wonder why she ain't growing up? Nigga, because you ain't allowing her. You're imprisoning her with her insecurities. You're weaponizing her insecurity against her, which is why she can't grow. because you won't allow her. As the leader, you won't allow her to grow. You are a tyrant. That's why when we talk about the realm of problem solving, it's just not about me going to kill a goddamn grasshopper or kill a roach or a mouse or fix the sink or fix the bathroom. That's not the only level of problem solving, fellas. Problem solving is about those internal issues that destroy relationships. That's where you're supposed to lead. That's where your guidance and your counseling supposed to come in. And you can't guide or counsel anyone if you're constantly telling them, oh, well, you did that wrong. And remember when you said that wrong. And remember when you did that wrong. And remember, and remember, and remember, and remember. There's no room for her to grow. And then you turn around and tell her that she's immature. You turn around and tell her she never want to grow up. But nigga, you never provided the space for her to grow up. Just like she doesn't provide you the space to be honest and open with how you feel. You see how this works, fellas? She's not a safe space for you to come and talk to and express how you really feel because you won't allow her to grow and to become that. You see? See, a lot of us, we don't sit back and think about how we create the paradigms that we're in. We don't think about it. We don't think about it. See? You constantly beating her over her head. Well, you need to grow up. Well, you just need to accept certain things. And you know what you need to accept? That you don't listen. You only want to hear what the fuck you want to hear. You need to accept that. You need to accept that about yourself. And you need to understand that affects your leadership. It affects the effectiveness of your leadership. Because everything you could be saying is right, but you put it in a wrong context. And you just want her to accept and to follow because what you said was right, but it wasn't right through and through. That's something my uncle used to always tell me when I was young. The guards used to always, you got to be through and through. Show and prove. Through and through. That means thorough. That means thorough. And see, as men, we have to accept that all of our leadership skills aren't fully sharpened. We got to accept that shit. Let's stop acting like we got it all figured out and got it all together and somebody just don't want to listen. See, this is the picture that a lot of you men paint. You paint this picture like a lot of men just got their shit together and the women just don't want to get under that and listen. That's a lie. That's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. That's a whole goddamn lie. That's a whole lie. Champ says, now I'm going to adjust. My Uncle Ben told me. Come on. Come on. He says, I ain't listen, Champ. He called me kamikaze. See? And that's how a lot of us men get. When a man is fixated on some shit, and when I say fixated on something, I'm saying when our mentality when our psyche or our lives are in a place where we feel that we have to operate this way to get the desired results, a lot of times as men, we don't look to switch that shit up, especially if it reaps the results that we want. We don't look to switch it up. That's called respondent learning in psychology. It's called respondent learning. If you do something and you get your desired result and the desired result is positive, you're going to continue to do that. But see, as men, we got to realize that once we look to enter in a relationship, that you are no longer just doing things for yourself. And a lot of men can't gather that. See, a lot of men can't accept that. Because this is when they say, well, women could be selfish, DS1. That's because God designed them that way. That ain't got nothing to do with society. That ain't got nothing to do with what we did. God designed them to be receivers. They take in. God designed them to receive way more than they give. That's why they give birth. They give internal things, care, nurturing. God designed them like that. That's nothing men did. You do know that, right? God designed them to be selfish. Biologically, they're designed to be selfish. Why do you think they can climax more than men? Bro, we have nothing to do with that. So stop worrying about that shit. Stop talking about that because that's irrelevant. Biologically, she's selfish. That don't have none of that's God. God designed her like that for her to take in. He designed us to be the give. Name the animals. Name everything in the God. Name it this. Name it that. God gave, bro, we didn't do this. We didn't do this. Oh, why women could be, nigga. Scientifically, she's built to be selfish. Scientifically, we're built not to be. That has nothing to do with what man did. Nothing. So let's stop arguing and creating bullshit conversations that equals up to nothing. Because women are always going to be selfish. That's how they're built. Okay? When you get to heaven, ask God why he did it. God, why did you make my mama selfish? God, why did you make my daughter selfish? God, why did you make my grandmother selfish? God, why did you make all the women selfish? Why did you design them that way? Ask God. Because that's who in control of biology and how men and women are created. They got nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with us. Nothing. Women are always going to be selfish because biologically they're designed to take. Give me. Give me. Give me. Me. Give me. Can I have some? She's designed that way. Take that up with God, bruh. You're not going to find no ideologies or nothing to try to substantiate that. Okay? That has nothing to do with the world. That has nothing to do with society. None of that. None of that. You see? Why do you think Paradise Paris told the goddamn truth? Because what Paradise Paris was basically saying was, we don't know woman like her man to be friendly with his money. Now, notice what I said, fellas. No woman want their man. I didn't say a man. I said their men. You see, there go that selfishness again. There go that innate selfishness. I want my man to be all into me. The hell he doing all in their face? Why he so popular amongst them? Why they look at him like that? That's how women are. See, Paradise Paris just told you. They don't respect tricks. Why you think Tiny went and slept with Floyd Mayweather? Tricking. Her husband's a trick. That's why she went and slept with another trick. Come on, fellas. Come on. Yeah, it's right in our face. It's right in our face. They don't like guys who are friendly with their money. Understand this, fellas. They'll never respect you. And the women said it today in the chat. They said that they don't respect men like this. Yes, Tiny wanted revenge. Come on now. Come on. Because her whole relationship with T.I. is what? Come on, we don't have to go over the obvious. But fellas, I wanted y'all to hear the truth from women today. I wanted y'all to hear them say out their mouth what they're into, what they really like, what they really don't like. Because again, like I told y'all earlier in the show, some shit your woman might agree with you in private when it's just between y'all, she'll kind of switch it up when that conversation pops up between her and women. You see? See, fellas, you got to listen. Listen to these women. Listen to them. Listen to them. And I'm not saying listen to them like, oh, you need to listen. No. Listen to them because it's called intel. See, fellas, how you going to lead with no information? See, this is why a lot of women don't take a lot of you guys serious. Shout out to my guy D's in the building. I'm gonna break this down real quick and then we're gonna wrap up today's show. See, fellas, a lot of women don't take what y'all say serious because y'all be regurgitating a bunch of shit that y'all hear from other people. Y'all don't be knowing what y'all be talking about. Y'all don't have the information. Let alone, y'all don't know how to decipher the information. But step one is acquiring the information. And a lot of y'all don't listen enough to have any information. This is why y'all don't know much about women. This is why y'all been regurgitating the same talking points for years about women. Nothing has changed in your mind about women because you haven't updated your information. So how are you going to lead her? She knows more than you. Then you can't lead her. She's more emotionally stable than you. Then you can't lead her. You see, fellas? This is not about having one up on each other. This is about knowing your position, knowing the qualifications for that position, and being equipped to execute that position. And if you're going to be the leader, if you're going to be the boss, if you're going to be daddy, right? Then she needs to feel comfortable knowing that you know more than her in a lot of areas. We're not talking about money. Do you know more than her? Can you have a conversation? Can you have an educational conversation with this woman? Can y'all sit down and talk about science? Sit down and talk about the reproductive systems and all that? Do you know more than your woman? A woman respect a man who knows more than her. See, where a lot of women mess up is y'all think knowledge and income is supposed to be synonymous, and that's false. This is where a lot of women end up falling for dumb niggas because you think a man who's highly intelligent should be making all of this money. That's because you don't understand how society works. The people who run society are the idiots. That's why they make a bankroll off of the ignorance of the people. Because a bunch of ignorant idiots are running society. See, because smart and intelligent people wouldn't want people to be enslaved to them. See, only remedial dumb people want slaves. Intelligent people don't want slaves. See, they've got us to believe that. See, but if you truly intelligent and you a positive person, right? And you represent the light and not the dark, you would want to teach people to be autonomous, to think for themselves, to assess things for themselves. I don't want to tell you how to think. I don't want to tell you how to feel because I believe in you enough. That's why I don't believe in controlling no women, because I know women have the capacity to control themselves. I know this. I know this. So I'm not trying to control and convince you to allow me to control. No, you figure out how to control yourself. You figure out how to control your own temper. I'm not here for that. So what if I triggered you? So what? So if you trigger me, I'm supposed to know what to do, right? But if I trigger you, I'm supposed to allow and accept that you don't know how to handle it. Wrong. Wrong. What up, Fred G? See, champ, you one of them you one of them old school players. see, you one of them OGs, man, that come through and you lay down the fundamentals with everything. This is why guys like Elisino, OGs like him, They never gonna go out of style. And this is why even OGs like him, a lot of them get with younger women. Shout out to my guy Ism. Shout out to Uncle Ism. Y'all be wondering why these younger women be liking these OGs. Look what he said. Look what he said. Fundamentals knocked down. So to a woman who don't really want nothing too serious, come on now. Why you think you're seeing all the OGs with the young girls? Why you think you're seeing that? And I'm not talking about underage. I said young girls, younger women. Why you think? I know they do. I know they do. Because you're a great time, champ. You're a great time. Come on now. Hey, Cynical. What do the young girls call the OGs that y'all like? Hey, Cynical. What's the name y'all call the older guys that y'all like? Silver foxes. What y'all call them? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. Yeah. Come on now, Cynical. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not cap. Let's not cap. You sugar that I don't. Hey, no. Y'all, you know the name. You know the name, Cynical. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all just put me onto a new word on the last stream. Y'all don't call us Dusties no more. Y'all call us Nubs. I don't know where that Nugs. I don't know where that came from. So what's the terminology y'all got for the older dudes that y'all like? Because y'all love to say, oh, these older men, they just be. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop the cap. They be in flocks, bro. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Cynical says, I'm out the loop. I'm like 5 years older than you. You ain't out the loop. Stop it. You ain't out the loop. You ain't out the loop. But at the end of the day, the reason why I came to do this show, man, is fellas, we starting to get down to the truth behind a lot of these narratives. How a man got to have a bag. A man got to be willing to do this. A man got to have this type of budget. A man got to be doing this. A man got to be doing that. We starting right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And we've been doing it now for a couple of months. I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but we've been watching these women walk all this shit back. Now they starting to say that it's not about your money, it's about your character. Didn't I tell y'all? We don't have to argue with them. Life will show them. Life will keep giving them examples and showing and proving to them what it is. We don't have to beat ourselves up. We don't have to put ourselves in a goddamn mental institution. Life gonna teach these women that all that shit is bullshit. And the bullshit that you believe is why you in the position you in. That's it, fellas. And the women are gonna start coming out and saying it more and more. You see? Because the more time a woman has to spend with herself, the more time she's there, she has to self-reflect. And that can be some of the most scary, that can be one of the most scariest things for a woman, self-reflection. That's why a lot of them look to deflect a lot of their issues on you. Because just by you being you, you make her look at herself. Because she started looking at you and seeing that she can't throw everything on you. Because you're not a bad guy. See why I did the show I did the other day? See, with the bad guy, they can always blame him for why she never grew up, for why she never became emotionally intelligent. All of those things, she can blame the bad guy. But when she's with a guy like you, she knows she can't do that. She knows she can't just lie on you like that because it'll make her feel some way. Because she knows that you're not that type of guy. So I can't treat him the same. I can't talk to him the same. I can't even be as insecure as I was with the last guy. Because he's not even doing things to make me feel insecure. I'm literally insecure because he's not making me feel that shit. You see, fellas? You see how the chickens come home to roost? We don't got to keep doing this. We don't have to do the back and forth gender war shit. These women are seeing what it is. They know why they lonely. They know that they in their own way. And the more and more they spend time by themselves, the more and more they'll be left to admit it. They'll be left to admit it. It's me. It's not you, it's me. See? Just keep listening, fellas. Just keep listening. Intel. Remember, that's what you need to be an effective leader. In the military, commands come down based off of what? Intel. You have to instruct your soldiers to do certain things based off what? Intel. Information. Huh? And then what makes you an effective leader, like in the military, how you get certain rank, is based on what? Your strategy to problem solving. Your strategy. You see? So when you a leader, you need to listen more than you talk. And a lot of you guys believe that leadership is just directing people, telling people what to do. And that's all you want to do with a woman. Bend over, get on your back, get on your head, do this, do that, make me a sandwich, do this, do that. You think that's leadership? No, that's a little spoiled ass boy who want to have somebody serving him. That's what that sound like to me. Who you think you are, Richie Rich? That ain't no man. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No. Is your leadership effective? Or do you constantly have to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again? Sometimes it ain't the fact that she ain't listening. Sometimes the fact is you're not listening. And the fact that you're not listening is the reason why you keep employing the same strategy to a situation where it won't work. and you not paying attention to that. Let's listen to them, fellas. Listen to them. See, I know why a lot of these women wanted me to get up here and speak for them, because y'all wanted me to be a panda bear. Y'all thought y'all was going to use me to attack other men. Wrong. I don't agree with the gender war at all. So that means on both sides. I'm not going to attack men because women think that they can pay me. I don't attack women. And most of the people who donate to me every show is women. Men donate too. But men don't watch my show to hear me going on women. Because I did that purposefully. And I was in the black manosphere. I was the first guy in the black manosphere to go against the gender war and went against other black men who promoted it. Me. Because I want what's best for us as a people. Because effective leaders create unity for the sole purpose of cooperation. So the operation can operate smoothly. You see? You see? So shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to my lovely lady mods for always coming through and holding down today's show. We will be back tomorrow with another show. I got another great show lined up for us tomorrow. Make sure y'all support today's show. Cashapp $DS100 Network. That's $DS100 Network on the Cash App, all lowercase letters. Shout out to everyone who has financially supported today's show. If you have, it's very much appreciated. Shout out to everyone who hit the Cash App, everyone who hit the Super Chat. Shout out to everyone, man. Shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to my lovely lady mods, as always, for holding it down. I appreciate y'all, ladies. Shout out to the visionaries for coming through. Make sure y'all go get y'all merch, man. Check out the merch store. Go and get y'all merch. Ladies, we have some merch for y'all as well. But a lot of the shirts that y'all could wear, men and women could wear it. But we specifically have some designs for the ladies. So y'all go and check it out, man. Y'all go and check it out. Let me know what y'all think. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. Like I said, we will be back tomorrow with another show. Shout out to Mind Ballroom. I appreciate you for pulling up. Shout out to my lovely lady mods once again. Almost fooled me with this one. You know, it's always a method to my madness. But shout out to everyone, man. Club says leadership has a game plan and depth. Exactly. Exactly. So shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone for pulling up. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.